You ever feel like your quiet nature gets mistaken for a lack of confidence? Like you've got these great ideas, but they just get swallowed up in a room full of louder voices? Well, today, we're gonna flip that script. This whole explainer is about something called silent authority and how you, as a more introverted person, can command respect without saying a single word. So let's just dive right in. How do you walk into a room and instantly have presence? How do you make sure your ideas get heard, not because you're the loudest one there, but because your very being kind of demands attention? That's the big question we're unpacking today. And this question, it really gets to the heart of a very common struggle. I like to call it the introvert's dilemma. It's all about that gap between what's actually going on inside your head and what people are seeing on the outside. And this slide? It just nails that disconnect. See, on one side, you have all the misperceptions. People see a quiet person and they think shy, uninterested, or maybe even lacking conviction. But on the other side is the reality. Introverts are often incredibly observant, super thoughtful, and really strategic. So you see, the problem isn't you, it's the perception. And that perception, that's what we're here to fix. So how do we close that gap? How do we do it without changing who you are at your core? Well, the answer is all about harnessing this powerful tool you already have, the power of silence. This is the main principle we're going to explore, and it's called silent authority. So what in the world is silent authority? Let's break it down. It's the ability to influence people and command respect using your nonverbal presence, not your volume. It's about the energy you put out there, the space you occupy, the way you carry yourself. It's an authority that, frankly, doesn't need to shout to be heard. And I love this quote because it perfectly captures the whole idea. True authority isn't shouted, it's felt, right? It's that real, tangible sense of confidence and composure that makes people just pause. They lean in, and they really listen when you finally decide it's time to speak. Okay, so understanding the principle is one thing, but putting it into practice, that's where the real power is. So let's open up the toolkit. These are the specific, actionable things you can start doing, like today, to build up your silent authority. First up, your physical presence. This is so foundational. Let's talk about the 3 pillars of posture. Number 1, stand tall, shoulders back. Just imagine there's a string pulling you up from the top of your head. Why? Because this posture doesn't just look confident to other people. Get this. Studies actually show it can boost your own feelings of confidence. It's like a primal signal of status. Number 2, occupy your space. So instead of shrinking down, put your notebook on the table, sit right in the middle of your chair. It's a nonverbal way of saying, I belong here and I'm comfortable. And 3, keep your hands visible and calm. Hiding your hands can subconsciously make people feel like you have something to hide. But keeping them visible and relaxed says, I'm honest, I'm open, and that puts everyone else at ease. Next up, your gaze. Man, this is such a powerful tool for connection and authority. So let's look at the 2 steps of purposeful gaze. First, when you make eye contact, try to hold it for just a beat longer than you normally would. Just past the point where it feels comfortable. Why does this work? It actually breaks a really common submissive pattern, and it signals that you're an engaged, confident equal in the conversation. Second, when you're listening, use a calm, observant gaze. Try not to let your eyes dart all over the place. This shows you're not intimidated or distracted, you are present, you're processing, and that makes whatever you eventually say carry so much more weight. Now, when you start combining that confident posture with a really purposeful gaze, something amazing starts to happen. You're not just practicing techniques anymore, you actually begin projecting quiet confidence. This is the kind of presence that can shift the entire energy in a room, and it's a change that you, and trust me, everyone else will feel. And the results are very real. You'll find that people interrupt you less, they'll start listening more intently when you speak, your ideas will just land with more weight, and you'll feel this deep sense of calm and control. This isn't just about changing how others see you, it's about totally changing how you experience these situations yourself. And this all brings us to what I think is the single most important takeaway from this entire explainer. It's a core belief I really want you to internalize. Your introversion is not a liability. It's actually a strategic advantage. That natural ability you have to think before you speak, to observe, to listen deeply, these are basically superpowers when you pair them with silent authority. Okay, let's bring all this together and focus on the final and honestly the most personal piece of this whole puzzle, owning your authority your way. Please remember, the goal here is not to turn you into some loud extrovert.
This isn't about faking it till you make it or becoming someone you're not. It's about peeling away those little subconscious habits that might be hiding your confidence and just letting your natural, quiet authority shine right through. It's about being 100% authentically you, but in a way the world simply can't ignore.
So I'll leave you with this one last question to think about. After everything we've talked about, what's the first room you're going to walk into with your new silent authority? Is it your next team meeting? Maybe a family get-together? Or hey, maybe it's just your favorite coffee shop. The choice is yours. Now go command it.